New Day Badens, it's me, Skinly19. Welcome back to Let's Talk Over the Narrator.
Retain many of your vampiric weaknesses. Immersion in water, while not fatal, will dissolve your physical body, forcing your return to the spirit world. Be aware that in the spectral realm, water has neither heft nor lift. It stands as thin as air.
See, that was one of the lines that really confused me when I was a kid. It was, because I didn't really understand what heft meant. So, it's at this point in the game where I'm like, wow, I'm stupid. I was dumb as a kid.
What are these creatures?
Do you not recognize them? They are the children of your brother, Duma.
That's impossible. These foul, scuttling beasts could not be kin of our high blood.
Do you suppose that time stood still for you, Raziel? Much has changed since you passed from the world of men.
So let's go fight them.
I knew my opponent's weaknesses, having suffered them myself. Physical wounds are fleeting. Vampire's immortal flesh begins to close as soon as it is cleaved. Vampires need only fear those wounds that impale or inflame. Water scorches like acid, and fledglings are devastated by sunlight's touch. I would have to modify my tactics to suit my foes.
I have to say, just the level of detail that went into this game. It went into doing a lot of this work. Whoop.
Unfettered from the flesh.
This game is also extremely gruesome.
Into the spectral realm. Draw it in quickly, Raziel, or you will be compelled to follow.
Excuse me while I devour your friend's soul. Aww. Okay, I got it. Cool. And then let's chuck you. What? Into sun. Bleh. Yeah, this game is
Your physical
super good.
prowess surpasses what you knew in life. Even massive obstacles can be moved effortlessly.
Yeah, there's a lot of times where like, especially even there, like when he's explaining how to shift between the spectral realm and the physical realm. Even that, I was just like, what the hell is he talking about? Like, what's the physical? What's the, like, spectral realm? What is this? So when he said, like, oh, you need to gather your will and will yourself into the physical realm, da-da-da, I'm just like, what on earth are you talking about? But I will say that this game has some fantastic storytelling. Also, I want to take that torch, because I want to set some bitches on fire.
The sanctuary of the clans reduced to ruin. Beyond these walls lay the pillars of Nosgoth, the seat of Kain's empire. How humble it now appeared, collapsing into the dust of its former magnificence. And yet, I had only just emerged. In the instant between my execution and resurrection, centuries had apparently passed.
This world is wrecked with cataclysms. The earth strains to shrug off the pestilence of Kain's parasitic empire. The fate of this world was preordained in an instant by a solitary man. Unwilling to martyr himself to restore Nosgoth's balance, Kain condemned the world to the decay you see. In that moment, the unraveling began. Now it is nearly played out. Nosgoth teeters on the brink of collapse. Its fragile balance cannot hold.
Yeah, so, for those of you that don't know video game history of fucking Legacy of Kain that came out in, like, 1993, yeah, Kain was supposed to, sacrifice himself to save the world, and he, the canon ending is that he, did not do that. Put that down. Put it down. I don't want that. I don't want that stick. I want this stick. It's a better stick. Wow. Wow. Mainly because I can do that. Gruesome. I will take my spear back though. Yeah, I really like this game a lot. It's because the combat was so crazy for its time. No, I don't want to sneak because I want to do this. Nailed it. Why fight him when I could just do that? Nah, I love that animation of just walking past and like telekinetically like pulling it into your hand. It's so nice. But I remember when I played this game, the puzzles near the end of the game would always, like, I don't even think I finished this as a kid because I think the puzzles got too hard for me and I just couldn't figure it out, so I ended up just cheating and like having all the power, or like putting in cheat codes to give me all the power-ups and everything, and I just flew around and killed stuff and then left, and then I never played this game again. So this will be a big interesting thing for me to do because replaying this game is going to be, well, interesting because I can't, outside of the like main intro part, I don't really remember. I remember like the first boss and that's about it, and I just remember that this game is gruesome as hell. Take my spear back. It's because the spear's reach is just better than your hands, and it has an instant kill with your impale. So, it's good.
This, at least, had remained constant. The endlessly swirling vortex of the abyss. My tomb, and the womb of my rebirth. Though much of Nosgoth's landscape had changed, these cliffs gave me my bearings. My clan territory was to the west. I was anxious to see how my descendants had fared during the centuries of my absence.
Yeah, Raziel, gonna stop you there. Pretty sure that they're dead. You know, century of their leader commits transgressions against the crown and gets executed for it. I'm pretty sure that you're all dead. Camera, please. Camera, please. This is one thing I remember about this game, in all PS1 games, that the camera is just no bueno. Uh-oh. It's more and more of Dumas, children. Hello. I'll take this spear now instead then. Wow. Nailed it! Oh, stop showing me cutscenes and let me devour their souls. Nah, it's gone. No. Let's take this cool fancy spear. I guess it's mine.
Utter desolation. My once proud kin wiped from this world like excrement from a boot. I knew the hand that wrought this deed.
Uh-oh. He sounds angry. So we always want to find, if we find any of these doors, we always want to activate them just because it's portals between areas. So whenever we see one of these doors, we always want to kind of activate them every single time. And the music for this game is just phenomenal. As you know from a staple point from my from any of my videos, you'll know that I am a big fan of music for the games. But I think we'll actually call this an episode here, a really quick short one just to get things moving. So I'm Skinly19, and I'll see you next time. Bye.